So, I've read about a day or two ago with the title. In fact, I think it was last night, wasn't it? Andy Burnham thinks most women are up for this. I'll leave you a link to it, but one of the comments, Andy Burnham is no saviour. He will just take over from Keir Stalin. Remember, Burnham wanted to have a harder lockdown than even Keir wanted. That was Dr. Bruce Scott. I would recommend his channel, absolutely. I'll leave you a link to Bruce's channel in the pinned comment. But although I replied to Bruce, what did I reply? He's also been pushing 15-minute series. Yeah, because remember Andy Pandy, has been, at least in the past, mayor. In fact, isn't he still the mayor? Andy Burnham, the mayor of Greater Manchester, has been a prominent advocate for urban development models that align with the 15-minute city concept, which prioritises having essential services within a short walk or bike ride. So they're literally telling you, we're going back to the dark ages, but with technology in the background, in the foreground, all around you. Yeah, these 15-minute cities and these 20-minute neighbourhoods and these zones within cities that will have checkpoints. Honestly, to this day, so few people see where this all goes. And in order for you to be able to commute in any way, shape or form, you have to have the right opinions in life and online especially, yeah. Or you will no longer, whether you have money or not, be able to spend that money without governmental intervention. And the levels of taxation, if you think they're bad just now, and then basically price out of existence anything that's healthy for you. Yeah. And so much more. And remember, you're being irradiated 24/7 with these bloody Tesla coils, because that's all they are. Just like, honestly, Command and Conquer, or what was it, Red Alert. Type it in, what was it, Tesla towers or Tesla coils, and you just see all these troops getting zapped as they head towards. And few people will see any of this. They just don't get it. The mockery on steroids of the plan to get where we are and beyond. But yeah, how would they do the 15 minutes, the chip under the skin, all the rest of it? Well, here, Bill Gates' microneedle mRNA patch is here. Meet the new vaccine that doesn't just jab you, it permanently tattoos your body with modified mRNA and quantum dot QR codes. This is your Chinese-style social credit score on steroids. And it still is essentially a chip under the skin, but with advanced technology that will fuck you up in other ways as well. Yeah. One painless patch on your wrist or wherever dissolves, floods you with mRNA and embeds scannable biotech markers that last years, possibly forever. No phone needed, no card, no paper passport. Seriously. And it's coming. And Bill Gates has been busy getting involved in this. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, micro needle technology wins Gates grants of 6.6 million. I wonder if it was 6.66 million. You know what they're like, honestly. Seriously. Yep. I'll leave you links to these things, who's paid for this? Oh, grants and funding. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Yep, seriously. So anyway, under fair use.
Going to be the next mRNA platform, vaccine platform that they try and roll out at a wide scale. So first in 2019, Gates funded a study for the original development of these quantum dot implant. So it's a microneedle patch array. So it's got a bunch of mini needles. It's like a Band-Aid. You put it on your wrist, it dissolves, and it installs these quantum dot materials that last for at least 5 years. So they developed that in 2019. Now in 2025, Gates funded another study that shows just how advanced now this technology has become. It is advancing at a very fast pace.
Now remember, tie that into digital ID, yeah? Bring about the need, because the government have said themselves, they're now selling it as uncontrolled immigration. It's the primary way we can stop all this, and don't you worry, and blah blah blah. If you just give up all your rights and basically, I mean, let's face it, now they have 24 access to your bank account. Even if you're not getting any kind of benefits from the state, even if you know somebody who is, your bank account at the moment can still be looked at any bloody time they like. Then, of course, councils and apparently 50 odd plus and ever other growing organisations can also have access to this. It's astounding. People sleepwalking into this. And remember, you want to go anywhere at all within that zone? Yeah? Have you had the latest vaccine updates? Oh, I'm sorry. Also, the grooming of people for many years. Updates are good for you in every way. The reality is not the case. Especially when it comes to a lot of software. Yeah. Even when it comes to cars. Some idiot on YouTube, I'm not a fan of this particular individual. I'll not mention him. But he drives a Porsche, complains about it a lot, and then buys another one, the same kind of Porsche, but Mark II, and then complains about it and all the rest about it, blah, blah, blah. Anyway. And he did an update, and he had keyless entry. Only a fucking idiot would want keyless entry, but he had keyless entry. The update took away keyless entry, and because it wasn't apparently stipulated in the initial car or whatever the package was, yeah, blah blah blah. And to reinitialize it was going to cost maybe $1,000 or $2,000, whatever the hell it was. Anyway, the level of this, it all ties in. The numpties and their electric vehicles and their, infotainment systems, and all of a sudden now it's looking at you, and then it's going to be internal cameras. Apparently Mini's already doing it and a couple others. So they're literally recording you, never mind the one that's supposed to be looking at your eyes to see if you're distracted, and you're paying for all this in so many fucking ways. Yeah, and your data's going to third parties, so which is your insurances become more and more expensive and so many other things. And people are just sleepwalking into all this. And for some unknown reason, they think they're part of some advanced civilization, sci-fi, jack off, whatever, beach around. Anyway.
Now, these microneedle patches can install literal quantum dot QR codes. QR codes that can be read with AI with specialized cameras and decoded to store batch information, lot number, how many doses you received. There you go. They put it on the pig. That's what it looks like. It's a literal QR code. You will be marked. This lasts.
Quite. Honestly, quite biblical, really, when you think about it. Honestly, the cultists absolutely are going for this one.
Yeah, for years, perhaps permanently. And this will be used as a biological vaccine passport system where you won't use your phone. You won't use the QR code on your...
And over constantly, more by the month, you'll be hearing a different Ooga Booga viruses or whatever the flying fuck, K such and such, and it will be related to, I don't know, because remember, these tossers do things on multiple levels to ingratiate, themselves on their fucking networks and who's above them and all that. While I was doing this, I also managed to, So multitasking on levels. So remember, they're going after dogs. So how long is it before all of a sudden there's this dog virus? And then this cat virus, and then this pig virus, and fucking, we've done chickens, haven't we? We've done bovine, blah, blah, blah. Let's just go through, But now we're on to family pets and all the rest of it. I mean, honestly, meanwhile, grooming for years about why would you want a pet when you can have a fucking little robot toy that looks at you and talks to you, you know? Honestly, oh, jeez. Seriously. Oh. I look back on my childhood in the 70s with huge fondness these days, more than ever, I swear. And even into the 80s, etc. Oh yeah, right up until about, honestly, just early 90s, and I'm being generous, and oh my god. What a shit show ensued.
Your phone to enter the store and travel, you will use your wrist where this material is embedded in your body. And so this is very dangerous. And this even earned a spot at the 2025 Global Vaccine Forum, where they had their own session on these microneedle patch implants. So this is planned for wide-scale deployment for another pandemic.
So, I mean, you know, these pathetic tossers like, oh, what can we do? You know, like, how about being a bit more, being less subtle with whoever you're interacting with politically. And what I mean by that is, if you are up for this, I'm not voting for you. There you go. Honestly, that's you know. I mean, the one thing you can say about reform is that, they're against the ID, digital ID. Mind you, when you look at the rest of the pish and having half the Conservative bloody, and of course their views on certain things, and, well, they're certainly not a fan of, another individual who I actually think would be a much better Prime Minister, in all honesty. Rupert Lowe. It's unacceptable. It truly is. So, whoever in your councils or whoever, just be a bit more honest with your conversations and go, are you up for these kind of things? Do you think 15-minute cities are a good thing? 20-minute neighbourhoods? I just want to know, yes or no. And if it's yes, well, you know who not to vote for. And I know the negative out there, and I get it, like, what's the point of voting? I absolutely get it. But you only have to ask a few questions to see where you really are in relation to these councillors and MPs and whoever else. Seriously. Andy Burnham is but one of many examples of those groomed in the rollout of the goals of Agenda 21 with the option to go as a Prime Minister under the experience of what they've been doing in the rollout of the goals of Agenda 21. And then add to that, the councils, honestly, there's still data out there, Agenda 21, UK, blah, blah, blah. It's late 90s and a lot of it's been suppressed, but you can still find vids of some councils abroad talking even recently about Agenda 21. It is absolutely the rollout of this technocracy, and the shortening of many people's lives. Without a doubt. For Gaia Mother Earth, for whatever other pissy excuses, but ultimately it's Luciferian and ultimate sacrificing of humanity. And I keep saying, find books like That Hideous Strength gives you some grasp of the mindset of those promoting all this and their true thoughts. Anyway, you've been great company. Give me a thumb up, a share. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I would really appreciate that, because really, still under 400 subs. Really? And I'll speak to you soon.